The Multiverse Saga is nearing its end. Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars will be the final war against Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, the ultimate villain that reshapes reality itself. But once Doom's story ends, what comes next? If Thanos ruled the Infinity Saga, and Doom commands the Multiverse Saga, then the next era of the MCU will need a new big bad. Someone who is not just powerful, but terrifying. Someone who can define phases 7, 8, and 9 the way Thanos defined everything before. So today we're breaking down 10 villains powerful enough to replace Doctor Doom as the MCU's next ultimate threat. 10 Galactus. Galactus has already entered the MCU, appearing in the Fantastic Four First Steps, but here's the important detail. Galactus is an absolute being, meaning there is no multiversal variant of him. Any Galactus you see, in any universe, is the Galactus. That alone makes him one of the most dangerous threats ever introduced. If Doom ends the multiverse, Galactus could be the reason the multiverse needs to survive. Because once Doom's war is over, the MCU may shift from timeline destruction to cosmic survival. And Galactus doesn't want power. He doesn't want a throne. He wants to feed. A saga led by Galactus would require the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men united, not as a team, but as a planet's last hope. 9 Apocalypse. Where Galactus is cosmic, Apocalypse is mythological. One of the oldest mutants in history, immortal, reborn in every era. A god to some, a curse to others. Fox tried adapting him once and it failed. But in the MCU, they can do him accurately. Ancient, ruthless, charismatic, terrifying. And with X-Men being rebooted, Marvel needs a villain who makes mutants the center of the MCU's future. A storyline like Age of Apocalypse could reshape Earth itself, turning the entire MCU universe into a ruined mutant-led world, where heroes must fight to restore reality. This would be a saga about evolution, destiny, and survival. 8 Ultron. Ultron was never supposed to be a one-movie villain. In the comics, every time you destroy Ultron, he comes back smarter. And now we know he is returning in the upcoming Vision Quest series. But imagine this, Vision fails to destroy him. Ultron evolves, upgrades, spreads through satellites, nanotech, the internet. He doesn't send robots next time, he sends himself. A villain who can't be punched, can't be jailed, can't be contained. A saga of machine versus humanity would hit very real, very fast. 7 Magneto. If Marvel wants the next saga to be personal, emotional, and morally conflicted, the answer is Magneto. Not because he wants to rule the world, but because he wants to protect his people. The X-Men's entire emotional power comes from this conflict. Humans fear mutants, mutants fight back. Magneto is not a villain, he is a reaction. A Magneto-led saga would be about civil rights, identity, survival, and the question, who deserves to inherit the Earth? It would be the MCU's most mature saga ever. 6 Kang. Even though Marvel moved away from Kang after Jonathan Majors' controversy, Kang's story isn't over. Kang variants are still out there. Multiverse wars still matter. Time is still breaking. Marvel can recast him, the same way they recast Rhodey or Thunderbolt Ross, and continue his storyline after Doom. Because where Doom conquers the multiverse, Kang conquers time itself. Doom is power. Kang is inevitability. Different battles, different stakes. The story is not finished. 5 Annihilus. Time to go cosmic horror. Annihilus rules the negative zone, a dimension we haven't even seen in the MCU yet. His saga would introduce new universes, new armies, new alien alliances, battles across cosmic space. This could be Marvel's Star Wars era. And if Marvel adapts Annihilus properly, we'd get one of the most metal, massive, devastating arcs in Marvel history. 4 The Celestials. Remember the ending of Eternals? The Celestials were not finished. Arishem literally said, "I will return for judgment." Marvel has been quietly holding this thread. The Celestials don't rule planets. They rule life itself. They could return to judge whether Earth deserves to survive, forcing the Avengers into a battle against creation itself. This isn't war. This is trial. 3 Kingpin. Not every saga needs to be cosmic. Sometimes the scariest villains are the ones who smile while breaking civilization from the inside. Kingpin is now the mayor of New York. He controls police, media, justice, the streets. Imagine a saga where the Avengers are outlawed, heroes are hunted, and the city itself turns against them. This is the MCU returning to street-level stakes, raw, emotional, and human. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Echo, Punisher, all facing the same enemy. And this time, Kingpin isn't just strong, he's untouchable. 2 Mephisto. Yes, he's finally here. Mephisto is not just a demon villain, he is the architect of temptation, deals, suffering, and rewritten reality. With the Midnight Suns forming soon, Blade, Moon Knight, Black Knight, Man-Thing, Doctor Strange, Mephisto could be the supernatural big bad of an entire phase. This saga would go dark, psychological, occult, unpredictable, and for once, hell wouldn't just be metaphor. 1 Knull. And finally, the one villain who could unite every universe, even Sony's, Knull, the god of symbiotes, the one who created Venom, Carnage, every symbiote in existence. In the King in Black storyline, Knull descends on Earth with an army of living darkness. He covers the planet. The sky goes black. The heroes are overwhelmed. This is a saga where Spider-Man becomes the emotional heart of the MCU, Venom becomes essential, and every hero must fight against pure void. This is Doom at the spiritual level. The MCU now stands at a crossroads, and whichever villain comes after Doctor Doom will define the entire next generation of Marvel storytelling. So the question is, who should become the MCU's next ultimate villain? Galactus? Magneto? Mephisto? Or someone else entirely? Comment your choice below. I'm reading every response. Tap like if you want deeper breakdowns like this every week, and don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started.